Hello everyone and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We're going to get right into things today with this story mode job. So, let's go. So, let's take a look. Bought this from a friend who needed money. He assured me the car was working, but something strangely pulls it to the right. A strange smell like mushrooms. Alright. So we're going to pulls to the right. It's probably suspension of some sort. Let's throw it on the test path and see what comes back. And if this doesn't turn up much, then we will go for a test drive. That's half the battle right there. The thing doesn't even start. Brake. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so it looks like the brakes are going to get replaced. Let's see what comes back for suspension. Not awful. It's not great. Depending on what they... yeah, okay, so it is suspension. Why is it saying... whatever. Okay, so we do have brakes that are bad, we have a few bushings that are bad. Can I exit? There we go. So let's get this up on the lift and we can delve deeper into these issues. I did say that brakes were bad. Question is going to be which wheel. Looks like this one. Right. Alright, so control arms are bad. Brake caliper is bad. Bushing is bad. Oh, this is gonna be... yeah, we got... let's see, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can't see this one. So 6. Review this bushing. Alright, so far we have 6 rubber bushings that are bad. What about in the back? Let's see. 6, 7, 8. 8 bushings that have gone bad. We need 2 calipers. We're gonna need brake pads. Alright, so let's get those bushings. Main shop. Oops, I don't know how to type. Alright, so we need 8 of these. Alright, and let's... I can't remember what control arm we needed. Lower suspension arm on both sides. Is this bad too? Alright, so lower suspension arm. I'm guessing the tie rods are shot. Sway bar? Oh, good. Steering rack? I have to take that off. Really don't want to, but okay. Alright, we need 2. Just doing this as we go. Two of those. Tie rods. And I'm gonna go out on a limb too and say the steering rack is bad. Judging by the fact that every other component around it is bad too. So let's start getting some of this off. Start with... oh, I gotta get the wheel off for those. Damn it. Alright, well, we could just start with control arms. Yay, okay. And this. No? What else needs to come off? Bushings. Really? I gotta take these out one by one? I don't have to take them out on the control arms. And then we gotta go... Actually, we'll put all this back together and then put the wheel, or take the wheel off and get to that other stuff. So let's get that off. I don't think I bought a new one. No. Alright. Front sus. Control arm B, I remember that. Cross member, rather, sorry. Yeah, we can put this back together now. Pretty sure, anyway. This thing is gonna handle like new. Especially once we get the tie rods and all that nonsense replaced. It's a good thing they don't go so far as having you make you align the tires, because that would just be annoying. Alright, so that should be all the bushings. Put the control arm back on. With new bushings. Cool, cool. Come over here, do that over here. And then we're gonna go... We're gonna take the wheel off and then work on those other components. So let's get this off. Brakes might be bad up here too. Yeah. Alright. So we need a brake caliper. Actually, I think we needed 2 calipers if I'm not mistaken. 2 calipers, 2 pads, and a vented disc. Easy enough. Oops, not an ABS pump. 2 calipers, a vented disc. 2 pads. Alright, let's get this all back together. Vented disc, vented disc. When I say this all back together, I just need brakes. I'm gonna reuse the old cylinder, because why not? They're cheap. Does that need to get replaced too? Yep. It means the hub itself is probably bad too, isn't it? Hope it isn't, because I don't want to have to rip everything off. No, okay, so just the wheel hub cap. Alright, let's get this off. Yeah, 14%. Now I gotta get the other side disassembled. Haha, funny. I think this wheel hub cap is shot too. Hey, the brake pads are shot too. Cool. So let's get that taken care of. Put the new ones on. Put the old caliper back on. Ooh, not that one. Put the old caliper back on. We need to get 2 wheel hub caps. Alright. Get that off. And this is going to be bad too. Yeah. You can tell just by looking at it. And the outer tie rod. Let's get the wheel hub caps. We'll get that wheel back on. Where is it? Wheel hub cap. Get the second one. Although now that I think about it, the back ones are probably going to be bad too. But whatever. Take it as it comes. Alright, we'll get this back on. Cool. Let's go reassemble the other side, and then we should hopefully be done with the suspension components up here in the front. So in a little bit. That is the hope, anyway. I mean, we're gonna have to come back because there's stuff going on with the engine, but... Alright, that is done. Let's go take care of this mess now. Yeah, this will need new hubcaps, too. So what is bad? Well... solid rear drive axle itself. What? Alright, so all this has to come off. The pads off, 8%. That's bad. Solid rear drive axle. Okay. That means this side's probably bad too then. Yeah. Alright. So let's start getting this off. So we need brake pads on that side. We need brake pads on that side. And caliper and pads on this one. So 2 pads, 2 solid drive axles. Solid rear drive axle. 2 of those. Need brake pads, and I think we have the other caliper already. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we do. Back into assembly mode, put the drive axles back in. Brake disc. Yeah, those are okay. Good. Brake pads, brake caliper. Yes, good. And we're gonna leave the wheel off just in case we need to delve deeper into the suspension, because I'm pretty sure we do. Just save a little bit of time. That's back on. Brake disc. Cool. Brake pads, and lastly the caliper. Cool, so now we can go into this mess a little bit more. What else needed replacing? Just those 2 bushings, alright? I'm gonna check these other components here. Pretty sure that by this point they're okay. That can't be tested on the test path, really? It's kind of crap. Okay, so if that's the case, then it's just the bushings that are bad back here. Sure. Because the last thing I want to do is have these bushings off and then realize, oh hey, it's actually a wheel hub. So, okay. That's easy because we already have the bushings. So we're just going to swap them out. I thought I got new bushings, did I not? Alright. Because I'm not using bushings that are at 55%. I'm just going to put new ones in. And then the last thing we have to tackle is the smell of mushrooms, which no idea what that could be. So we might actually end up just going for a test drive and making sure all the engine components are operating as they should. Okay, so that's all set. Obviously we need to get the wheels back on, because I don't think this guy would appreciate driving on 2 wheels, so... I know I wouldn't. How about that? How about them apples? Let's get the wheel on. Cool, so, check the order. A vented brake disc. Where did I miss that? That's everything. Wow. Maybe it is this one? No, it's the other one. What? That's 100%. don't need to put a new brake disc on, do I? Repair parts with minimal condition, 100%. So, because if I remember correctly, these back ones are not vented. No, so it is that other front one. Wow. Oh, okay. Whatever, more money for me, even though it's theoretically fine. I would drive with it on 80. I mean, I don't see the problem with it. So now we gotta take all this off to put a new one on. Alright. Cool, so now this is done. So we're going to set this back down and whisker away, and we get money for this. Woohoo! Looks like it's in shit shape too. Jeez. Alright, finish order. 5 grand. Awesome. Let's get rid of all this crap. Because I frankly don't want it sitting there. Brake system needs fixing. Replace all filters. Replace timing parts. That sounds like more money. Sure, we'll do timing parts. While we wait for another story mode job to come in. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Well, I can tell you that water pump is dead, without a doubt. Let's get these belts off and then take a look underneath the timing cover. Let's get all these pulleys off. Yeah, 4%. How is this thing running? We're gonna get the timing cover off, and the belt tensioner is shot. Actually, serpentine belt could be too. Alright, so camshaft looks okay. So we need a water pump, a timing belt, and a belt tensioner. So let's take a look. Watt. Water pump I4. I need a... what was it? What was it? Timing belt for an I4, single overhead cam, and a belt tensioner. So let's start piecing this thing back together. Put the new belt tensioner on. This is actually a really easy job. And then all we gotta do next is change out the oil, which I'll be done in no time. Alright, let's get that back on. Get that sucker back on, and that's done. Let's get her up and change out the oil. See what we got. No more story mode jobs yet. I'll do some of those off camera until I get a story job, because you guys don't need to see a bunch of like oil changes and brake jobs again. Put equipment back. I gotta lower it again. Oh wait, no, it's gotta go back up so I can get the filter off. Duh. I've done this before. Oil filter for an i4. Okay. Oil filter i4. Cool. So let's slap that sucker on. And now we can fill it with oil. Is story mode? No. Take this. I'll do that one off camera. I just want to work on a charger. Glug, glug, glug. Do-do-do. This thing takes a lot of oil. Holy crap. Go to about there. Alright, that is going to do it for this episode. I believe that's everything, right? Yeah. Alright, that will do it for this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was just essentially me working on only one car, but hey, whatever. It was nice. With that said, I will see you guys Thursday with the next live stream, and have a good rest of your week.